Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Hey James, how you doing, man? You got a minute to talk real quick before we get started?
Sure.
How we doing?
Unbelievable, yourself?
Oh, doing great, doing great. Did you get those issues worked out with support?
No.
Okay. Is there anything I could help you with there?
I really don't know, because I went back on a couple of my recordings. Sorry. I went back on a couple of my recordings, and I saw Carlos said that previous reps that have been with the company did not have to pay. I mean, I know it's only $10, but that's besides the point. You know, I was trying to tell this guy, and he said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I can't do that." I said, "All right, well, fine. I don't need to do it either." So that was it.
Okay. Well, yeah, from what I'm understanding, if you onboarded before, you know, and you paid the $49, then the only additional cost would be $10 because the new amount is $59 for the onboarding because it's so much more intensive, you know. But anyway, all right. Well, you know, if you need any, you know, assistance with that, or you know, if you got some concerns about it, let me know. We'll work through it. Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you. Hey Chanel, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing great. Doing great. Just getting focused here, getting ready. All right, we'll get started in about 1 minute. I know we'll get a few others jumping on here in a minute, so appreciate everyone coming on the call today. Today we're going to be doing an overview of our fundraising to this point, and then I'm going to share with everyone the different tools, where to find the different tools, show you some of the things that we're using here corporately at fundraising.org as we continue to build. And we'll go from there. And I got a few announcements tonight regarding fundraising too. So we got a few more coming on here. We'll get started in 1 minute. I want to make sure I record today's call. I forgot to record last day's call. So definitely want to record this one. All right, we'll give it 30 more seconds here and we'll get started with workshop 108. And the song that's coming to my mind is The Final Countdown. So we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna do an overview of things today, where we are with our fundraising efforts, where we're going, and do an overview of the different tools that we have available to help everyone succeed as we move forward. So with that, we'll go ahead and get started. Welcome to fundraising.org. It's a great day at fundraising.org and our prosperity project. I'm just as excited and optimistic about our future as I ever have been. Matter of fact, even more so as we begin to move into what I'm going to call phase 3 with our fundraising opportunity now. I'm excited about that. I believe we've done all of the, the hand holding with our associates to this phase of our workshop now, where everyone should have the basic idea of how to get started, where and how to use the different tools that are available. And we'll go over that as a final, offering here tonight too. And then we're going to talk about, what's coming, in the future for everyone at fundraising. We do have some others coming on here as we continue to talk, but give me 1 second here. I just hit a weird button and now we got some different things going on. Oh, I never saw that before. Closed captioning on Zoom. So maybe we'll just leave that on there. Kind of neat. Well, let me do a couple of things here. You hit one button and you just don't know what's going to happen. Okay, there's my toolbar. Let me see if I can get that working. Yeah, okay. All right, so anyway, welcome to Workshop 108 at funmahome.org, and we call this the second great pillar of funmahome.org, and for good reason. I think that fundraising is, one of the greatest opportunities for us to start, being blessed financially if we get the vision and understand really the opportunity that fundraising presents for all of us. And we'll talk a little bit more about that today. I spent a lot of time on talking about communication and the need for it. And, what we want to do is continually, I'm hoping that you are going to follow the lead of communicating with your associates, with, those that are coming on board, those that have been here for a while. By the way, I plan on, Carlos and I are going to be working this weekend. I want to have what I'm going to call the revival week coming up next week. I want to have a revival here at funmahome.org of what I call the dry bones or the dead bones. Those are associates that are scattered all across the country. I want to really spend next week on our opportunity calls. I want to do some evening, at least 4 and daytime calls next week to revive those dry bones, those dead bones that have been away from funmahome.org, and bring them back in to see and allow them to experience all of the changes and the great things that have happened here over the course of the last couple of months, and give them an opportunity to come back into the fold so that they can be blessed, financially as the Prosperity Project begins to bear fruit. And it's already starting to happen. I shared, I think last night in our time together that, we've got deals that are closing every day just about now. And it's an exciting thing to see and and for me personally, to be at these closings and to see the homeowners getting their homes and see how happy they are. And this thing is working. And not only is it working, it's also working for our associates as well. Last week I was at another closing, and not only were we able to, see and experience the closing with the client and the non-payment grant he got and the zero out of pocket and how happy he was with the whole process, but he also became an associate. And then we were able to give him a check for $750 to give to his upline when that deal closed. So that was, it's a powerful thing to watch this actually working and seeing how it's getting easier and better all the time. So today we want to talk about the vision of fundraising, and the vision I'm trying to cast, not trying, but I am casting, is for all of us to jointly join together and build a successful nonprofit organization that is going to take us from an organizational standpoint from the area of lack or unfundable to a position of blessing, of overflow. And that's what we're working towards. So that's the vision moving forward, is to take us from, we are at the second stage now of fundable, and get us to that position of an overflow, an abundance of income coming in that's going to really enable us to meet our goals in our dream and our vision moving forward. So what is our vision individually? It should be to successfully build a 7-figure nonprofit organization that's you, building your own 7-figure nonprofit organization that will produce a 6-figure income for you. That's the vision that I have at fundraising.org with my opportunity. Getyourgrant.fundraising.org. That is my vision. My personal vision is to build my own team of a successful team of fundraisers that are going to help me collectively build a 7-figure fundraising opportunity that will bring me and my family a 6-figure income. And that's the opportunity. That's why we call it the second great pillar of fundmyhome.org. And the reason for that, and we're going to be talking about this on tonight's Coach's Corner and at 7:30 p.m. tonight, the same link that you used for this call if you want to join us tonight for my coaching. Tonight we're going to be talking a little bit about the how important purpose is when it comes to prosperity. And purpose is actually the focus that brings prosperity. It's not the money. It's not the income. It's when we understand the purpose for the very things that we're doing that the blessings flow. So our purpose is to provide value-added services to our clients and empowering our associate members, you and I, to achieve the life that we were meant to live while helping to abate the unpopular and pervasive phenomenon of home rentership presently threatening our great country. And, that phrase, please put it to memory because it's impactful. It's an educational phrase that brings people in their mind to the real problem that we have. And whenever you're doing any type of marketing, any type of sales, and that's what we are marketers. We talk the talk and our executive assistants will help us with the walk, but we are marketers. And the idea behind marketing, the thing that really works the best when marketing and selling, sales or sharing something, even fundraising, is to present the problem and then show them how our opportunity brings the solution to the problem to the table. And that's really what we want to do. So that's an important statement. That's the purpose. The very center, the heartbeat of fundraising.org is to help get those that are stuck in that pervasive phenomenon out of home rentership and get them into their own piece of the American dream here at fundraising.org. And that's getting them their own home. That's the idea. So fundraising.org is in collaboration with Real Estate Mortgage Grants and Down Payment Assistance, Inc., our 501(c)(3). And that is the nice thing part about this mission statement. If you're new, for example, as associate member, it really describes what it is that we do by providing down payment assistance in a simple and expedited process to all participating mortgage qualified home buyers. It assists in the approval process of mortgage loans by providing homeowners or home buyers with the funds they need towards their down payment and closing costs, and does so without income restrictions. And that is, we've got 6 real verticals of financial opportunity now from home.org. And that is the very central focus of it is that non-repayable grant. And that enables us as a vertical to get income in the form of our personal efforts to the tune of $750 every time we get a grant recipient on board with us. So again, great mission statement, and we need to understand it, know it, and be able to articulate it to others. So again, we talked about the stages of our fundraising, and where we are now is that fundable stage, that second stage. And where we want to get to, though, is to that place of overflow. So we're sitting on the top of the mountain, if you will. And matter of fact, somebody just said to me recently, the great thing about funmyhome.org and the importance in staying involved with it is it's one of those organizations that is going to get there. And the important thing is that you want to be on the cart when it arrives, so that's, again, the need for us to have a revival of heart and a revival of our associates is to get them to see there are associates that don't even know that we have a fundraising opportunity right now that they could be participating in. They don't know that we've got, many funnels that we've built for them now, and that we can help them set up their YouTube account to do ads. And we've got these different videos that we can use and select from. And there's a lot of things that our associates don't know. So, but we are at a great place right now. We're at that fundable stage. And what that means is that we've got our tax exempt paperwork all in order. We've got an organization. We've got a corporate headquarters office with employees there now, the executive assistants. We are closing deals, and when you get to that place as a nonprofit, and that's what we're talking about here today is our nonprofit, where you're fundable. It's the next process, and that's where we're going now. That's why I'm excited, is the grant ready process, and where we're going to start seeking grant money. In addition to that, we're going to be doing events across the country, big fundraising events. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fabulous. It's going to be like nothing we've ever seen or experienced here. And we're going to be able to do things, I'm already thinking, do things like, bringing our grant recipients up on the stage and letting them share and getting celebrities. The first fundraising event that I held, I had Jim Tressel, the coach for Ohio State University in Youngstown, Ohio, came and was my keynote speaker for my first fundraising event that I had for a nonprofit that I was CEO of. So, and we raised tens of thousands of dollars at that event. It was a great sit-down dinner and a wonderful night of ministry. And these are the things that we're going to be doing. So that's why I'm a little bit excited right now, because we're ready to move on. We've shared the vision with all of our associates. We brought you through 8 workshops now, talking about, it might be repetitive, but talking about our vision, talking about our goals, talking about the idea, not the idea, but the ideal that we have of helping 1 million families achieve the American dream and the importance of that. It's a blessing to see that taking place. Talking specifically about the financial side of it, we want to raise the funds needed for our 1 million homeowners, and that's to the tune of $12 billion. That's our goal. It's a lofty goal, but it's a very specific goal that is doable. We know that because just last year alone, $850 billion were given to nonprofit organizations like ours, just in the country, last year alone. So that's an incredible amount of money. And we know that over the course of the next 30 years, we're going to be able to meet that goal. And I believe that we can exceed that goal. And the plan moving forward, we got to start with baby steps first, or crawling, then baby steps, then walking, is to, continue to communicate that we're going to be using, and we are using now, a proven, repeatable process that gets better every day. So we've got a variety of different training and opportunity calls and coaching opportunities. We got an executive assistant now for all of our associates. I mean, this is incredible. And, we've got a system in place now that's working, and that's beautiful. We've done our beta testing. We're closing deals. We're able to go out in front of people with confidence and say, hey, this really works. Look at Gregory Hatton just last week, zero down, nothing out of his pocket. Matter of fact, he got a check back for $158, bought a wonderful home in Florida, got it at a great price. The process went very smooth for him. He's got a VA loan. He's super happy, and now he's an associate of fundraising.org. This is the impact and the opportunity that we have in our midst. So it's an exciting thing, and we just got to be able to communicate this in a variety of different ways to our listeners, and we're going to be successful. So again, if you haven't done your homework and you haven't gone on your website yet, matter of fact, we'll go on our website just to update you, those of you here today, on some of the new changes that we've got on the website. But we've got our under your career tab, you can click on there. You'll see a fundraising calculator. And when you put an amount in there, you'll see that 7.5% of that amount goes directly to you for your personal fundraising efforts. So if you go out and you raise $1,000 in fundraising through your efforts this week, you get $75. Do 10,000, you get $750. Do 10,000 a month, that's $750 a month in fundraising by your efforts, your personal efforts, and that's a nice steady income for you. Excuse me, but do 100,000. That's 7,500. Get that $1 million, personal fundraising effort. Get out there and stay with this. Learn how to market it. Become proficient at marketing, getting grants, starting to market grant writers. Start building your team, and you can really put yourself in a position to be blessed financially as we're helping others. So, 7.5%, again, 32% or 32 cents of every dollar goes directly towards our marketing fees, 7.5% paid to you for your own personal production, and then 24.5% paid down to up to 8 levels
that one isn't
overrides. Okay. Different. So it's an incredible opportunity for all of us. And, it's something that I hope that you see the benefit of in building your own fundraising team. I call it a hub, if you will. So the plan moving forward, we've decided that, and for good reason, I believe it's wisdom that we roll out online. We've got COVID-19 right now. We're in a new digital economy. That's one of the things we're talking about today again. So we've decided corporately that we want to, and if you haven't noticed this, on all of our coaching calls and all of our opportunity calls, on all of our fundraising workshops, we're talking about funnels. We're talking about videos. We're talking about sponsored ads, all of those things. We are doing it. We aren't just talking about it. We've got a plan. We've got a strategy. We are doing it. You are seeing it being rolled out right in front of you right now at fundmyhome.org. So the strategy is, one, we are communicating to you the need for you as a lion leader, as an eagle visionary, wanting to build a fundraising hub, wanting to build a team, wanting to get realtors on your team, wanting to grow your organization with grant recipients that become associates, that you've got to have good CRM management. You got to have a customer relationship management software or system in place if you're going to be successful in the digital marketing economy that we live in. Number two is the building of that online infrastructure. That is what we've been doing for all of you. We are building the infrastructure for you to be able to use and utilize to be successful online. Then we talk about this. We'll talk about it again tonight. I'm trying to share the vision with you, to help you understand the importance of having your own online community. We have got to build an online community presence and infrastructure to keep all of our excited volunteers, all of our excited associates. And when I say volunteers, when we start really getting this fundraising going, we get a lot of people that are just going to volunteer for this cause. They might not want to be associates. They might want to just come in and participate and help, because we got a great cause, a great mission. And, we want to keep them around the campfire. We want them to hear what's going on at fundmyhome.org. We want them to be excited about what's going on at fundmyhome.org. But they're not going to be able to hear about it and be excited about it if we don't have a place for them to hear about it and see all the things that are going on for them to be excited about it. So we've got to have an online community infrastructure in place. And we're going to talk about that more in a minute here and show you what I'm doing and others. Number four is we're going to have ongoing online campaigns. So we are rolling out new campaigns that you're going to be hearing about. One is our veterans campaign. And once we roll that out, it'll have all its ducks in a row. It's going to be very specific. So what we're going to do with that is when we get large donations in a geographical area, we're going to be able to really launch in that specific area. And by that, I mean, if we get a $100,000 donation in, let's say, Atlanta, we're going to be able to help 10 to 15 homeowners. And we're going to target veterans in that area. We're going to market them. We're going to target them. We're going to find them, hunt them out, and we're going to help them get into their home. And that the individual or that 501c4 that donated that large amount is going to be able to see the return on their investment. They're going to see these veterans and their families getting these homes, and they're going to go, wow, this is incredible. And that's what we want to do with these campaigns. Those are specific campaigns that we will be doing throughout the course of the year, all part of our fundraising effort to help raise that $12 billion. So again, it all starts online though, so there's a lot of things that we're doing where the foundation is being built online. And then obviously we are using a continuous process improvement by the data that we're gathering through, all of these different media sources that we're using, our CRM platform, YouTube, Google, Facebook, in every one of those social media sites, we're able to gather data as far as what works with ads, what doesn't work. We gather data from our associates on our calls with what you guys share and how we can collectively determine, what's working, what isn't, and we can continue to improve the process through that data that we're acquiring. It's all about getting started, and it's about getting, for you and me, getting started online today. There's no excuses anymore for us not to be able to go out there and start raising funds and being successful. So, and just so you know, here's an announcement. This would be our last fundraising workshop 108, for at least the next 1 week to 2 weeks, maybe the next 2 weeks. The reason for that is I'm going to be focusing next week on really getting that executive summary done, and it's going to be done on what's called a digital pitch deck. So I'm working on, it's basically a funnel for the entire corporation that will have, all the principles on there, have our 501c documents on there. It'll have the data of folks that we've helped, how the process works. It will share the vision. It'll have referrals on there. It'll have our corporate sponsors on there. So I'm going to be working on that diligently, because that's the only tool that we really need now to start going after these grants, because we've got everything else in place now as we're building up our corporate donor base and starting to get some funds coming in. That's the next thing that we need. So that's where my focus is going to be. In the meantime, I'm going to challenge all of you to, when we leave here today, to be, motivated to get out there and start to, get your hub started, to start, thinking about fundraising more, and get your goals written out, your plan of attack, start putting the infrastructure in place, start getting your team built, start researching the tools, start to do some of the things that I'm doing, so that when we really start to roll this thing out, you're going to be way far ahead of others, and you're going to see that you're going to be successful because you're doing the hard work now. So, and again, we talk about the online infrastructure we're building. Well, you're going to have to, if you're serious about, building a 7-figure fundraising hub that's going to bring you a 6-figure income, or building a team, or generating a full-time income, or even a good part-time income from fundmyhome.org, you're going to have to get some things. And here's the top 10 that I could think of that you're going to start to need if you haven't seen these already. Screenshot this, write it down if you want, but you're going to have to make some investments in technology. You got to have a good laptop or desktop. You can't do this business on your phone. You can market it on your phone, but you're not going to be able to get serious about it and build teams and things like that. You got to get a laptop or a desktop. That's a goal if you don't have one. Get some training, get the skill sets that you need. I've learned so many things over the last couple of months. All of these funnels, these videos, these different sponsored ads I'm running and stuff. I've learned all of this just in the last couple of months. So if I can do it, you can do it. You got to have to set a little bit of money aside. I am budgeting a little bit of money right now towards my online sponsored ad campaigns, and you're going to need to do the same. And you might want to budget maybe more than me. Some of you lions out there, you tigers, you bears, you eagles. I'm investing several $100s a month right now between CRM, the video software, the online sponsored ads that I'm doing, all for good reason. I see the value in every bit of this, but you're going to need to do the same thing. Establish a budget, set some money aside, get serious about this. This is your company. This is your opportunity. This is going to go where you take it. Okay, that's the real key. So you got to get serious about it. And by the way, I am a coach. When I talk to my players, I coached for 30 years in basketball, and football, and baseball. I'm hopefully encouraging you in setting that, maybe lighting a little spark under you that's going to get the flame going to get serious about some of this stuff. It's showtime, and that's that's a good place to be. So we're going into the playoffs now, and we're ready. You got to put in the time, the hard work, the perseverance. And the perseverance. I got a picture in my office here of a creek that ran through the rock formations over the course of thousands of years, and the creek wins in the end, even though it's flowing through hard rock. Perseverance, when you stick to it, when 90% of success is showing up, when you continue to have meetings when no one shows up or a small group of people show up, but you continue to grind, you continue to work, you continue to persevere. God knows, and the universe and God will bless you when you continue to do the hard work, when you're diligent. He who's faithful with little will be faithful with much. So you got to continue to stick with it and work the program and make the changes that are necessary, but you got to persevere. You got to have a plan and strategy. We've got that for you. You just got to, make it your own, basically, and maybe get some software. Got to have faith, and again, faith is the evidence of things hoped for. It's the evidence of things not seen with the physical eyes, but you see it with your spiritual eyes. You believe it because you see it. You've got it. You see it down inside of you for what it is before it's even come to fruition yet. Belief is the field that creates your reality, and you've got to believe it and to the point where you see it, and then it's going to come to fruition. And that's where we want to be. And don't be afraid to ask for help. And I appreciate the fact that so many are coming to me for help. My purpose in life is to help other people spiritually, physically, and financially restore that which has been lost or stolen. And I think there's a lot of people from myhome.org that are like me, that have lost a lot for a variety of different reasons. And guess what? It's never too late to start over. 2 Corinthians 5:17. So, no matter what you've gone through in life, no matter how much you've lost, today's a new day. God's mercies are new every morning, and we can wake up tomorrow with fresh vision, having learned, another skill set, having, been inspired, encouraged, whatever, and we could start fresh and anew and go after our dreams, go after our goals, and see those things come to pass that we want to see happen in our lives and our families. So, got to get started with your goals. So, get some set today. Make them specific. This is just that example that I talk about every week. It's a nice goal, though, for someone for fundraising. If you go out and raise $6,625 in 30 days, you can generate $497 in your own pocket. Hey, that's a house payment for some people, car payment, insurance, food, and you can do that. You can do it right now with everything that you already have at your disposal. You can set a goal like that in 30 days to achieve that goal. No doubt in my mind, you can do that. So we do this every one of our workshops. We go over what we went over last month, and last month we went over I'm going to check this chat here real quick to make sure that it's all right. We got Shauna saying she can help with fundraising. That's awesome. Thank you, Shauna. Thank you for chiming in. And by the way, in the chat box, if any of you need anything during the course, if you got any comments, just throw them in there. I'd love to see that and hear things like that. So in workshop 107 last week, we talk a lot about repetition and communication. So we talked about the system, the same thing we're talking about today. We talked about where we are as an organization. And so when you are able to talk to your new associates, Walter and Chanel and Shauna and Paul and whoever else is on the call, when you're talking to your new associates, you should be able to communicate to them, where we are as an organization. We're at level 2, where we're trying to get to. We're trying to get that place of overflow. What is level 2? It's a place where we've got our 501c documentation. We've got an organization. We've got an executive assistant. We've got deals that are being closed. We've got corporate sponsors, people donating to our cause. And that's why I do this every week. I'm trying to drill it into you so that you know how to talk to people, so that you can grow your organization, that you'll have the confidence in sharing it. Know what your mission is, know what your purpose is, corporate goals. Be able to share them. 1 million homeowners, $12 billion, and then be able to talk about the plan. You got to show people the plan of how to get there. So some people plan to fail because they fail to plan. We've got a plan in place. We just got to work the plan, and it will work. It will bring about its desired results. We might have to change it here and there. We are, and we do, and we will, and that's necessary to continue to make it better, but we do have a plan. That's important. We talked about God, being in control of all the resources, and for us to pray down those entities, those resources that he's holding on to. When he sees us being faithful to our assignment and knows that we're real, and that we're not going to quit, and we're going to keep working this, he'll give us the resources that we need to make sure that the vision is the place of destiny, our destiny that we want to get to. God will give us the resources to get us there. We talked about our homework assignment, and I'm going to show you that again in a minute so that you can screenshot it, because you're not going to see this again from me for a week or two. We're not going to talk about this. You need to get started on yours if you haven't already, and be able to start sharing with your team some of the things that you're doing, successes you've had, and so on and so forth. Last week, we watched a video by Dr. Monroe. We talked about the importance of time and the importance of change and how you and I can change time. We can actually change the things, Benjamin Franklin said that time is the sequence of events that make up our lives. And you and I can change the sequence of events. In other words, we can change time in our lives to help bring us to where we want to get to. That's an amazing thing if you think about it. If you just change the course of your direction, if you're, going to land on the moon, or if we're going to fly to Mars in a couple of years, if change the course by 1 degree and you're flying to Mars, you're going to miss Mars by millions and millions of miles, So, changing your life's vision right now, your life's plan, just a couple of degrees is going to have a big impact. And you can do that right now here today. So, those are some of the things that we talked about. And then we obviously held our open forum. So, we have a SMART goal right now of getting 100 corporate sponsors in return for a great return on their investment. Well, we have our first 5 now. And as a matter of fact, we've got on your page, on your back office right now, we've got a new corporate sponsors page that we're just getting started with. And this is under construction, so to speak. We're not putting, coming soon, or we're just building it out as we go. And keep in mind that we've got a lot of other things that we're changing on the website right now, as you see, if you're paying attention. So things aren't going to happen as rapidly as we might want to see them. But, here's just three of our first 5 corporate sponsors. We've got the infrastructure in place now for them to start getting some exposure through our meetings. As a matter of fact, on all of these calls now, we'll be bringing these up. We're going to thank our sponsors. I'm going to be doing a lot of that. I'm going to implement that into our scripts as much as possible. So just think, on every one of our workshops and all of our coaching calls, I'm going to be thanking our sponsors. They're also going to make it known to our associate members that, on their own back office, they can go to the About page and the drop down will have corporate sponsorships on there. You just click on that. You're going to be able to go to their websites. You're going to be able to watch their videos. You're going to be able to hear about them and see what they have to offer, and so on and so forth. So that's in place right now. Now, the reason I'm bringing that up is, I just want to show you a couple of videos. So this is so easy. In my opinion, this is so easy. It should be a no-brainer for all of you line leaders and Eagle visionaries out there to go out and get a corporate sponsor to donate just $250. And the return on their investment is going to be tenfold. They're going to get a professionally produced video of their opportunity that they're going to be able to use to market their wares. So that's number one. They're also going to get a place on our replicated website that is going to be seen and promoted by us, fmhome.org, to all of our associates. So they're getting a great return on their investment, not to mention the fact they're giving to a great cause. So here's just 2 simple examples of 2 of our first 5 fundraisers or corporate sponsors and their videos that were made for their particular opportunities. And the first one here is Walter, and Walter's on this call right now, and this is his video that we made for him.
The plain hard truth. Financial freedom is debt-free living. Finally, you can become debt-free in as little as 10 to 12 years without refinancing or increasing your budget. And how would you like to get paid? $500 or even up to $1,500 for sharing an award-winning debt elimination program like this one. The Money Max account is the first and only real-time web-based, interactive financial GPS system designed to help the end user find the quickest mathematical solution using sophisticated and proprietary algorithms to zero debt and keep you on track to wealth accumulation as well. In other words, the Money Max account recalculates your route to zero debt, just like a navigation GPS. It is your guide to debt-free living, and with just a click of your mouse. For more information, click the link below or get back to Walter Seward, who shared this video with you. Thank you, and enjoy your path to freedom with your very own Money Max account.
So again, a great tool for Walter to use and to be able to do online marketing with, and do Facebook ads and YouTube ads, and it's a great investment. And thank you, Walter, for being a corporate sponsor of fundmyhome.org and also being an associate of fundmyhome.org. Great thing. We appreciate that. Here's another one that was just produced, and this was for an accountant. Her name is Tina Pittman, who, by the way, now is super excited about fundmyhome.org. This is one of Orlando's new associates. She's got an accounting firm in Tampa, and in her response to getting this video was that she was so impressed with it. She said it couldn't have possibly come out any better, and she's just elated. So here's her video.
Every year, tax season sends chills down the spines of hundreds of business owners and entrepreneurs. Without the right knowledge, these business owners can lose thousands of dollars. That's where Tina Pittman comes in. Co-author of Amazon's best-selling tax guide, Write-Offs to the Rescue. Her incredible company, Your Accountant LLC, is offering its services to help business owners and entrepreneurs tackle the intricacies of taxes to get themselves back on track. Your Accountant LLC offers a variety of services, including proactive tax planning, business finance training, accounting and bookkeeping, and more. Tina and her team also help entrepreneurs increase profits while reducing taxes. In fact, just this year, she saved a client over $140,000 in taxes. That's a rarity in the business world and something Tina is extremely proud to provide for her clients. The process of having your taxes evaluated for savings is easy too. It begins with an interview with a tax coach. With a few questions, the Your Accountant LLC team will discover the best proactive tax strategy to ensure business owners are getting the most out of their taxes. Combined with an interview, the team can assess how much money you could be saving. The average quote per client ends up at $15,000 or more. With in-person meetings and Zoom calls to maintain your strategy, Tina and her team help you step by step and even offer ongoing support in monthly meetings. Additionally, Tina's virtual family office financial counseling offers business owners a chance to understand where they're missing money and how they can maximize their tax experience. By bringing the best practices of Fortune 500 companies to businesses large and small, Tina and her virtual family office staff aim to help all business owners grow their wealth while having the same access to resources that the wealthy use every day. For more information, click the link below. Thank you, and let's start saving you money with Your Accountant LLC.
The plain hard truth. Financial freedom
Every
is
year,
debt-free living.
tax season sends chills down.
Okay, so again, now I just want to say that, if you see that for what it is, we have a corporate goal here to get 100. I want to get 100 in the next two or 3 weeks tops. The first 25 for a $250 donation get their own marketing video, and they get, in addition to being on our replicated website. So they're going to get that too. So, if you've got someone, or if you are a small business owner outside of fundmyhome.org, or if you know someone that their opportunity being in front of all of our associates, remember, we've got lions and eagles and, entrepreneurs, and, we've got an audience out there of associates that if you would like to get your other opportunity out in front of them, this is a great way to do that, but, for any business, that's on a social media business, an accounting firm, just think you could, and we're talking about this, you could take that video that we did for that accountant and show it to your accountant, and start to, talk about them becoming involved on the fundraising side of it. And now, the accountant sees that video and say, wow, I'd like to have a video like that for my own firm. And wow, you mean to tell me for every, bit of personal fundraising I do with all of the clients that I have, I get 7.5%. Yeah, sign me up as an associate as well. I think that's a great idea. So, I'm going to be taking the next, week or two off to really focus on that executive summary, but I'm also going to go out there and start getting corporate sponsors, and I'm going to be really aggressively, promoting this, because it's a great opportunity and a great value for all of us. So if you haven't screenshot this yet, please go ahead and screenshot our homework assignment, and we'll go ahead and thank you, Shauna. We'll go ahead. I'm going to copy that right now and save it. And we'll go ahead and do that now. Just screenshot your homework assignment here. And these are just, again, I want to teach you how to fish. We'll hold your hand as long as we need to, but it's up to you now. If you're going to be a line leader and you're going to build a fundraising hub, you're going to build a team, you want a 6-figure income or 7-figure income, you want to really start getting serious about this, do your homework, and that might be a lot more than what you're seeing here, but this is a great place for you to start. So, and we're just looking at some of these things right now. And all I could do is, kind of show you what I'm doing, with some of it with Google, YouTube, Facebook, and those types of things. And let me go ahead and stop this share here. And let me bring up some other things that I want to share with you all. Bear with me. Okay, so here we talked about building that online community. So let's just start with Facebook. So what I did was, and again, part of your homework assignment for everyone is you should have your own fundmyhome.org Facebook page. So whatever the name of your independent company is through fundmyhome.org, your marketing company is. Start your own Facebook page. So here's mine. It's Get Your Grant. This is my Facebook page. And on this page, I go on here every day and I make posts. I do some posts inviting people to opportunity calls. I do a few personal posts on here. I put different posts. I know I'm scrolling. I'm trying to get to the top here. I'm going through here fast. But, here I put Gregory Hatton's, one of our newest clients that closed the other day. I put his video on here. This draws attention. People get attracted to this. We got, not a lot, this page is just getting started, but guess what? I boosted this ad. Okay. So I did a paid ad with this and I've gotten thousands of people looking at it now. I've got post engagements. I've got page likes, from these boosted ads. I spent $20 on this particular ad here. And I'm just trying to get a following. That's my goal, starting to build this online community of people following Get Your Grant from Home, getting interested in our opportunity. Here's another one of our grant recipients that I put on here. So I invite people to our opportunity calls for our Facebook page. I do some, why that's not showing here. I do some articles. Here's just some pictures, that I took in the morning, my morning walk about Florida. Here's an article about the Florida real estate market, being one of the best places to live. Where's the best place to live in Florida? So again, you want to, get your page out there. I got about 100 followers and about 100 likes now on this page. And it's only been a few weeks out there. So if I can do that, you can do that. And then I started a group. So I want to start building this group page now. And these are going to be, some of you, but more importantly, my associates that are going to be on my personal team once I really get going on that. I haven't been able to do much of that yet. And thank you, James, for wanting to be a sponsor. So what is the process? I'll get that information to you right away and really appreciate that. So, there you go again, folks. That really works. It's a great value. So appreciate it, James. So again, get your own Facebook group. Why do that? Well, you gotta keep your associates on fire. You got to keep them out in front of everything that's going on. This is a great place for my associates to come in and see what's going on at the corporate level. For them to be able to find the links they need for the various videos and things that are coming out. And for those of you that get a chance, follow and become a member of my group, getyourgrant.fundmyhome.org on Facebook, because you're going to get the latest and the greatest of everything that's going on in the company on my page, because I'm going to post it there. So you must have just joined it and be a part of my group. I'll join yours as well. Just send me a link, let me know about it. I'd gladly join it and promote it for you as well. So keep that in mind. So that's the online, opportunity that we want to have, the online community. So think of that word, community. That's all about attracting and keeping your community Facebook, LinkedIn. We got lions out there like Richard Marks. He's got a huge community on LinkedIn, 18,000 in his group. And you want to be, it doesn't have to be Facebook. It can be Instagram, it can be Twitter, it can be LinkedIn, any one of those social media sites. But it's important to have that. So now another thing that I'm doing, and I want to make you all aware of this. So the first thing, if you haven't done so already, as a new associate, or if you've been an associate for some time and you haven't onboarded in the last 60 days, you need to onboard again. There's no cost to onboard again if you've already paid for the $49, except there's a $10 fee if you paid the $49. If you haven't onboarded and paid the $59 fee, that's why there's that $10 charge. It's a very lengthy hour and a half process that will show you and go through every detail of funmahome.org. It goes through your entire website. It'll help you set up your funnel. I'm going to show you in a minute. It's going to set up your YouTube channel and get your first ad set up for you. It's a lengthy time. It's going to answer a lot of your questions. It's going to show you where to find everything that we have available for you too. So that's step one. Email your support at funmahome.org. Email them. Give them your associate number and your name. Tell them you need to schedule an onboarding call, and they'll send you a calendar link. You pick the time, set aside an hour to an hour and a half, depending on how many questions you have, and get onboarded. You get a lot of your questions answered there. But I want to, again, show you some more of the things that we've got available to you. So some of the things that I'm doing right now is, by the way, if you go to YouTube, just Google YouTube.com and go to YouTube, and in their toolbar, their browser bar up here, their search bar, put funmahome.org, and that's going to bring you to funmahome.org's channel. And in funmahome.org's channel, you're going to find just about every video that we've produced is going to be on this site. Okay, not everyone. I got one or two that were brought to my attention today that people were looking for, but you can go and scroll down through here, and then whatever video that you like this is a great one. I put this one together for people wanting to move to Florida. You can right click it and you can copy the link, and then you can use this whole video in your own Facebook ad or in your Facebook post or in your YouTube or on your YouTube channel. Whatever you want to do, you can use this video for marketing and training videos. The workshops are on here. We got our testimonials on here. There's the doodle video that you see on our opportunity call. So those are all for you on our funmahome.org YouTube page. Go to YouTube, put funmahome.org in the search bar, and you'll find that there. Personally, I've started my own funmahome.org now, Scott Grimm YouTube channel, and I'm uploading all of my videos now. So I've got them all in one place. I don't have all the videos on my YouTube channel yet, but I do have all them in another place. This is Vimeo, that I've got every video now. And I've got all our fundraising workshop videos in here. So when people, hit me up, I know right where to go to find them. If they got questions about a particular one, here's our first corporate sponsor video, the first 100, I've got that in here, but I've got all the videos that we've produced here at funmahome.org, and access to them neatly organized, in a file and ready for use, so I'm doing online marketing. So I need to know where my tools are, have them organized. This is like in the old days, having your filing cabinet and having your files, and then inside your files, you got your documents. It's the same thing online. You got to know where these things are and how to get to them rather quickly and be able to use them to your advantage. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. You may or may not, want to get as, aggressive with some of these things as I am, but I want to do this full time, and I want to grow a huge organization, and I want to create generational wealth for my family, for my children, for my children's children, and for generations to come. I think we have that kind of opportunity here at funmahome.org. So we talked earlier about having your own CRM software or system. You don't have to have software. There are some free CRM software platforms out there. This Keep platform that we're using is a paid. It's about $149 a month. But the thing I like about this, it's one of the most comprehensive out there, and it's got automations. Well, first of all, it's got, I can put as many contacts as I want in this thing, tens of thousands of them. So we can really grow a large database, and I could, import data from other files. I can do all those things with the click of a mouse. I can do broadcasts out, which I'm sure some of you got emails today, on our Coach's Corner. Actually, I got that going out tonight for our Coach's Corner event tonight. But today's workshop that went out at 12 noon today. I'm able to go in here and just choose some templates. I can do new. You put new contacts in here, but I can go in here and create a new broadcast, and I'll be able to, if I want to use graphics, I can choose from a variety of different templates that they provide for us, or I can choose my own. So I went in here today and I used previously sent. I use this as a draft. I came in here, I copied this, and I made one just for today's workshop. Matter of fact, here it is now. What am I saying? Here it is. That's the one I made for today. But I used that from a previous, template that I already had put together. And I was able to go in then and I can select, my audience. So I could send it out to whoever I want to. So, obviously I wouldn't send out the fundraising workshop to the leads that I have. These are all leads, right, that I've generated through my online campaigns. These are, leads for grants. These are some realtors that are interested in, and I, by the way, if you see your name on here, I call you a client because I consider you a client of mine. It's just, that's my thing. So anyway, I can go in and I can do this broadcast and then select by field, by tag, whatever group that I want to send them to. I can do it to all of them or just these different groups that I've created. There's also the ability to do automations on here, and you can set up these automations depending on what task you'd like to see accomplished, what outcome, and you can put together, like here, a free consultation. So when someone responds to your email and they fill out a form, they give you their email address and their name and so on. This is like if this then that. That's an app that you can use on your phone called IFTT. It's if this then that. This is basically the same thing. It's like creating a bot for you. So you can go in here and you can create your own sequence of events. So here, if they watched the video and they clicked on it and they clicked on that form and they filled it out and you got that form filled out and then you want to give them a free consultation, this would automatically send them that email that you put together with a link to your calendar and let them go into your calendar and set up a consultation for you. And then once they get that, you can then send another email for another follow-up. You can start putting together this sequence of events through this automation tools that are in here. It's really an incredible, piece of software that we have. The campaigns, and by the way, on your onboarding calls, you're going to see all of these different campaigns. You're going to be able to get yours set up. So we've got quite a few of our associates now, you can see that have their own funnels set up for their particular accounts, okay? And these funnels, I'll just jump in on one of these. These funnels are set up with their links. But if you have this software, just think what you could do with this. So this is a landing page, a link for Walter that was set up through our executive assistants for him. And this is the one funnel that kind of gives an overview of our entire opportunity here. And this is all set up for Walter. And Walter gets this link that was given to him. And that's the link right here. And you can copy that and he can use that link in a Facebook ad or a YouTube ad or whatever. We'll just throw it in here. And there's Walter. This is Walter's page now, okay, that somebody got led to. Now they're reading all about it. They're watching videos. They get to the end of it. And here's one. Are you looking to purchase a home but need a down payment grant? And click on that link. And guess where it takes them? It takes you to his site. Well, this is somebody else's site. I must have clicked the wrong one. Or we got something set up wrong. Unless that's just the name of your site, Walter, but I don't know. Anyway, if that's a mistake, we need to fix that. So But you can see it brings them right into, home buyers start here. And, that's personalized just for you. So as I scroll down here to the next form fill, again, this is that comprehensive overview. Here's something, they want more information, please click here. It brings them to Samaja's contact page where they can fill out their information. They're going to then say what they're looking for, and she'll have that, she'll get that email to her email, and she'll be able to follow up with them directly. So all this is being set up for you. But I want to just show you that this is all done through a CRM platform. And, if you're a small business owner and you've got a business even outside of fundmyhome.org, and you're looking for something to make your job easier, both with your business and or fundmyhome.org, then this is something that you might want to check into. So you've got a lot of different things that you can do with these CRM platforms out there. So the nice thing about these two is, and we definitely need to get that fixed, Walter, is we can set up a sequence of events, and I call these bots, these campaigns, I'll call them a bot for lack of a better term. So, we can have a campaign set up where, let's just do a new campaign here. We can come in and we're going to build a campaign. You can do this relatively quickly. So we need to name it something. I'm just going to leave it untitled. And then we can come in here. It's going to start with a landing page. Just drag and drop that. And now we can go in and edit that landing page. And we can choose from hundreds of different templates they've already got set up for us in here. And you just go in and you click on one. And you choose it. And then you come in here and obviously you got to name it. You can go in here and you can click on these different areas, and you put your information in there. You can change the pictures. You can link it up to your site, and you can choose from all these different templates and quickly make a funnel that you can go online and use. So it might cost me $149 a month, but the return is well worth the investment if you're going to get serious about building a large online presence in business. Okay. So I'm running out of breath. I'm running out of words. What else did I want to cover here? I think that's it as far as just kind of give you an overview of where we are. I hope we kind of pulled things together here, tonight for everyone, or today for everyone, as far as, where we are as an organization, how we're starting out with this online presence. We've got a lot of infrastructure put in place for you to start being successful. So I think we're in a good place, and I'm excited about the next few weeks and really ramping this thing up on the fundraising side. So with that, if anybody got any questions or comments, go ahead and you can unmute yourself, and we can open it up for a few minutes here. I know I've been rattling on for an hour. But anybody want to share? I'll go around the room. Adele, you want to chime in? You can go ahead and unmute. Any questions that you have? Any comments?
Yes, Scott. How are you this afternoon?
I'm doing well. I'm doing extremely well. I'm blessed. It's been a rough couple of days on the home front, but God is good, and life has its way, So, but God is good, and I'm excited. I'm blessed.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you for the training today. I really do appreciate it. I do have one question. I went online yesterday and I was expecting to go and view the training 101 through 107, but there was no link on our website to go back and view that. Where do I go to view your trainings?
Okay, I'm glad you brought that up. So let me do another screen share here, because I want to show you, while we got everyone here, just show everybody a few new things that we've got on our website. And let me see if I got it in my brain to even think where the training might be yet. Let's see. Okay, so if you go to career and go down to live online webinars, click on there. You're going to see these links here to like tonight's, well, tonight we're not having the Thursday night call, but you know, here's a link to our Thursday night associate call, our corporate exchange. Here's a link to my corporate corner meeting tonight. And all you gotta do is go in here at 7 o'clock on your website and click on here to bring you right into this room that we're in right now. Okay. So that's there for you, the online ones. And then Carlos was just showing me yesterday where he's working on putting all of our new ones on. He may not have made it live yet. Bear with me. Video library. Okay, so here's a video library. And this is a work in progress. So again, under careers, and you go to video library. And now we've got the different training on here. So we've got, this is just being laid out now as we speak. Okay, literally. So the obviously, I'm only seeing this now for the second time, and I just saw it for a few seconds yesterday. And just so everybody knows, what we're doing is, so he's got the page built now, and he's putting these links up here, but it's going to be a link with a picture on it of, you know, the workshop 101, 102, that's all coming. It's going to be, you know, like you saw in my Vimeo channel. You know, it's going to be set up like that, nice and neat, easy to find things. So we'll have a folder on there with all the workshops that you'll be able to click on and have all the workshops in there. Okay. But
that sounds good. Yeah, I see where you have them listed. So the links will be coming shortly. All right, that's what you need to know. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Oh, you know what? Let me go back to that real quick again. Was there anything else I wanted to share with that? Yeah. Okay. So about the corporate sponsors page, you know, I showed you that during our presentation, but keep an eye on this. And, you know, what I'd like to see us line leaders moving forward is to be going in and thanking our corporate sponsors, send them an email, visit their site, you know, let them know you're a Fund My Home associate. You saw them, you know, in our corporate page, help them too, share their opportunity with others, get to know them, you know, might be able to do some business with them as well. But you can find our corporate sponsors under About, and then you drop down, go down to corporate sponsors and click on there. I think that's about it as far as some of the new changes that we've got right now on the website. Okay, anybody else? I'm going to stop that share. Anybody else want to chime in? How about you, Walter? You want to chime in? Shauna, you want to jump in here? Go ahead and unmute.
Okay, now I got the right button.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Go ahead, Walter. Go ahead, Walter.
Yeah, just thank you for all that you're doing down there. Appreciate it, and appreciate you going through the KEEP program there. I've started in there, and I've done some of the couple calls of training, but you highlighted on some new areas in there that I hadn't got to yet. So, yeah, I appreciate your help on all that. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, Walter, for all you're doing and for your corporate sponsorship, and really appreciate you. Okay.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Shauna.
Yes, I'm still definitely. I am fairly new, but I'm still working fast. I have some people. One person I'm waiting to get her documentation for her submission, so that's a good thing. And I was just wondering, how would I should approach realtors that are not in your network? What would I say to them about the program specifically?
Great question. Sorry, Craig. I don't know why Craig's microphone never works. So he's on these calls all the time, and we're never able to talk. But thanks for letting me know that, Craig. All right, let me do a quick screen share again here, and let me show you what to do with that. So I'm going to go, just because I know it's in here, into my Vimeo, and let's see, realtors, attention realtors. This is a great video. Let's watch this together. Make sure I got my thing on right here. I think we're good. Here we go.
Attention real estate agents. Do you have residential real estate transactions that you could not close, either because the buyer lacked sufficient cash to close or your bank simply said no? We are fundmyhome.org. We have pledged to help 1 million families across America achieve the American dream. By definition, home ownership. FMH, in collaboration with Real Estate Mortgage Grants and Down Payment Assistance, Inc., a 501c3 nonprofit organization, grants up to $48,000 toward down payment and closing costs to all approved mortgage applicants. The down payment assistance is non-repayable, and there are no income limits. Some conditions apply. FundMyHome.org pays its associate members $3,200 in marketing fees, down to 8 levels of overrides when they help home buyers receive down payment assistance. As an associate member of FundMyHome.org, the Down Payment Assistance Program, you do not have to move your real estate license to Fund My Home Real Estate Company to receive marketing fees from FundMyHome.org. Additionally, Fund My Home Real Estate is now accepting real estate agents wishing to move their license to our company, where they can earn 100% commission.
I'll go ahead and stop that, but there you go, Shauna. I mean, there's a great video that you could use, and you can find that video at fundmyhome.org on their YouTube channel.
Got it.
You know, I mean, and then just so you know, I used that video in a paid ad on Facebook, and I got 3 realtor leads in 24 hours. Running that ad. It cost me, I think $3 to do that. And again, I just did it as a test run, and I was really pleased with the results.
Wonderful.
Mm-hmm. So Shauna, I know, I don't know, how much, and I know you've been on some of these calls, but with the fundraising, if I can help you in any way, hit me up. Absolutely. And appreciate your support and you catching the vision of this thing. So thank you so much.
All right, I will.
All right, thank you. All right. Okay, we heard from Walter, Shauna, Craig. Poor Craig still can't. You have a phone call-in number. Maybe you can call me later. Yeah, Craig. Let me give you my number. You can go ahead and give me a call after this call if you want to, okay? Or we'll set some time aside, whatever. Let's see. Chanel, you want to jump in? You there, girl?
Hello. I'm driving at the moment.
Oh, okay. You be careful driving, okay? Thank you so much, bro. You be careful driving.
I will.
All right, we'll talk soon. All right, Carlos, we had a great call today, a great overview of everything we're doing with fundraising. We went through all of the funnels, and we encourage everybody to onboard that hasn't. We showed them the value of that. We went through all of the where to find your videos, the funnels, showed them, the need to have a presence online with the online community. Start their own Facebook page and their group page, and we just had a great time of sharing today. And we got a new corporate sponsor from our meeting today as well. James A's is going to be joining us as a corporate sponsor for another thing he's involved in. So that came out of that as well. So a really good meeting. But go ahead, Carlos. You want to add anything to that?
Yes. Hi, Scott. How are you? So James is on the call?
He got off, but he's already told me, let him know what the process is. He wants to do that. So.
Okay. So that means that he actually went through the onboarding, the orientation call, right?
Not yet, but we talked about that before the meeting, and then he was on the call today, and yeah, he's coming on. Yep.
Okay, very well. So, well, thank you. I know the call was great. I wasn't able to watch the whole the whole thing. But thank you. Well, I think that you're doing great. The use of the funnels, information, the motivation and the call to action is very important, because we have a whole avenues, many opportunities here for people to attain, and all we have to do is to take action to do what we're here to do. And I believe we have a lot. Well, certainly we have so many tools. It's just a ready-made company for everybody to enjoy and be a part of.
Amen.
And we are redoing some of the funnels. We have now funnels that are directed to specific areas. For example, if you are going to be interacting or marketing associates, or marketing home buyers, or marketing donors, or accountants, we're going to be calling those sales funnels. Once you receive a interest from one of the contact, then we're going to give you the procedural funnels, so that you send them to a simplified process for them to complete their task. So for example, if we're speaking about home buyers and you use your funnel to market a home buyer, then once somebody responds with their interest, you give them the procedural funnel, and we will simplify it in a way where they are not going to have to learn how we do things. They will simply have to learn how to onboard on our call with the pre-qualification department. So we're going to shift things a little bit as far as how much learning is required from associate members and from our customers, but we're going to reduce it to a minimum. So what we're saying is you talk the talk, and that's pretty much it. Do your relations, socialize, market, and then simply use the sales funnels, which will be extremely simplified. So the comment last night from Chanel, that will not be much of a concern anymore, because all of the learning processes will be simplified to a point where they're almost non-existent. We're going to put them through processes. All they have to do is click here, click there, and they'll enroll in our calendars. They receive the calls from our support team, and they carry them through the end. Okay.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Carlos, for sharing that. I just sent a chat to the wrong person, but that was for Craig. Craig had a question. He's got 15 lots in San Antonio to build on, and was questioning about, if we had a builder for that. But I told him that we'll be updating probably everyone on our national builder program next week. So that's exciting news that's going to be coming out soon as well. Anyway, all right.
And that's going to be a fairly simple process. We already have a good number of builders, nationwide builders with collaborations. So the process will be simple. You, as associates, as marketers, you get people interested. Again, once they give you an interest, you're going to give them the procedural funnel, and which is going to streamline it quickly through our online calendar. They register for the pre-qualification call, they get pre-qualified, they upload the documents after that. Hang on a second, my battery's running low. And then they get pre-qualified for a dollar amount. So they have the dollar amount of their potential eligibility. And then from that point, they can now choose what to do with that information, whether they go and purchase an existing home, or they go to our page for builders, and they be able to select from each state, each city, and then be able to select in alphabetical order the builders that we have working with us. So when we do this announcement, which will be soon, you will be able to operate in every state except for Maryland for now. So this is very good. But I do remind you that because we are open in Florida and because we work online, and everyone should be able to market and be able to be prosperous right here where we are, right there where you are. You don't have to have this open in the neck of your woods to have a home buyer sent over in Florida. So, but we're gonna open your state in anyways. But we're trying to say to you is that don't feel as if you cannot work here. You are capable, you have internet, and we have the systems.
Well, yeah, and let me just add on to that. That's an important point, a very important point. And we want to make sure in every one of our calls that we bring that up. And what he's really saying is, that we have the capabilities of building teams anywhere in the country, anywhere in the world, really, that can market right now in the state of Florida. We've got 25 million residents in the state of Florida now. We're the third largest state in the country by population. We got 1,000 families a day. There are people a day moving to Florida. There's an incredible, building boom going on continuously here. Even in spite of the COVID, there's still a ton of people coming here from New York, New Jersey, other parts of the country, Chicago. So, it's a great market. It's huge. There's no competition amongst us with this market. It's that big. It's the largest real estate market in the country right now, and the second largest by volume of realtors in the country right now. And it doesn't matter if you're in Las Vegas or if you're in San Diego or if you're in, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, or New York City. You can market here in Florida, just like, I can do living in Florida. It doesn't matter. And you might think, well, that it's easier for me or Carlos or whoever because you guys live there. No, it really has nothing to do with it. It's just an attitude. It's just understanding that, hey, with this new online digital economy, I can market to anybody specifically anywhere in the world, just like I'm living next door, and engage with them and interact with them and do business with them. So you're right on, Carlos. So, get that mindset, everybody. Attack the market. Know where the fish are biting right now, and drop your line in the state of Florida. And there's a lot of water here. There's a lot of fish. So.
Well, let me say something about that. So I personally don't get out of my desk to look for customers. I don't. It's not necessary. But think about this. We actually, not only that we talk with customers on the phone when we have to, we personally, but when we have to close a transaction, actually close it, it's no longer on the telephone. We have to mobilize, and we do all that even though the customer is not near us. They're far away. But in your case, as marketers, you are not involved in the actual doing of the transaction. You're just only involved in the talking. And the talking does not require you to mobilize anyone, not yourself or anyone else. And that is not an easy task, but that's what we do, and we do it very well. So in your case, all you have to do is use the internet or the telephone. I gotta tell you that more than 5 billion people in the world earned about $2.25 a day. And people all over the world are able to market here because we have had some hits from different places. And they can do it, but when they want it so badly, because they know, for example, that one single transaction will give them more money than they earn in an entire year, then they want it badly. So what does that mean? It means that maybe that might become even another pillar of opportunity, because you could build a team of individuals worldwide. And somebody in another country, in average, again, 5 billion people in the world earn less than $3 a day. So anybody in anywhere in the world that got a hold of this opportunity could become your team members, and they will jump on it very much. So it's about attitude. It's about wanting them. Now, in our case, all we want to do in the home office is simply help and share. So we're building this great organization for everybody to join in. Home buyers, associates, anyone involved is like we said, this is your company. Together we succeed. So we have everything you need. It's all about wanting to take it.
Yep, you're right on. It's all about mindset. So we got an incredible opportunity, and we're really blessed. And I'm looking forward to really reviving the dry bones, the dead bones of associates out there, and let them know really how incredibly well things are going here and how bright our future is looking. So I'm looking forward to the next couple of weeks, Carlos, and it's a great time. It's a great day at home.org.
I know so. And so imagine, with being so simplified, the way that we're doing it, we're now saying to everyone here, okay, so the home buyer doesn't want to learn anything, that's okay. The associate member doesn't want to learn anything, that's okay. But you will learn one thing as associate member. You will learn how to market, because that's what you're here for. And we'll simplify it to a way that it doesn't matter anymore. When they tell you, I want to buy a house, done. We are even going to remove the down payment assistance calculator from the system. So you don't even have to concern yourself with who gets this, who doesn't, who is any potential of anything. We remove the down payment assistance calculator from the system. We remove all of that important information. Now, people like myself, like Scott, some of the, Miss Peach, Ken, and so many others, we see information like this and we say, wow, this is valuable. We love it. There are a lot of people that feel the same way. But what we're saying now is that rather than finding too many people like us that are willing to do whatever it takes, we're going to let everybody come in and just to work with the larger masses of people, the ones that don't have time to learn, the ones that don't want to learn, let's say. And so we're simply going to let them talk. People want to talk. And even though we kept saying that this is not a network marketing company, and we keep saying that, in that sense, network marketers, they want to simply move people around, but they don't want to get too deeply involved with systems and information. So in that sense, we're going to assimilate some of that. So just market, just share, and our system will do the rest. And with that, what Scott says, with this tremendous revision, the company should be running very quickly, very fast, very smoothly. That's what we're saying.
Amen. All right. Well, thank you all so much. That was another great call today. And like I said, we will not have a workshop next week. I'm going to be working on getting the pitch deck done, the executive summary done on a digital format, so we can really start pursuing grants. I'm going to be working diligently. Hopefully all of you will too, on getting corporate sponsors. I want to get those first 100 corporate sponsors. So I'm going to work. And I know you Lion leaders out there in Eagle Visionaries now have the tools necessary. You've got the right mindset, and I know you're going to go out there and work hard and join me in this great opportunity. And can't wait to circle back around with you. We will have the Coach's Corner next week, so be on those calls. 2:00 Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday, and we'll see you on there. And I'm looking forward to next week to see some of the things that we're going to be doing. I'm really excited about getting things ramped up here. So everybody have a great day at fundraising.org. Thank you.